Hello and good morning, everybody. How are you guys doing? My name is Osman Nyei. I'm the owner of BRIQX Group Ltd, a real estate investment advisory company here in Monrovia, Liberia. I hope everybody is doing well. Today, I would like to share something that I believe many of you had thought of or maybe had come across. I just thought that it would be interesting to share some of my perspectives as well as ideas. As you know, there are many of you Liberians who are building their properties here in Liberia, beautiful homes which they would love to live and stay in. And I always realize that besides one person building his home, you'll find several others, maybe four, five, 10, or even 20 individuals building their homes separately in a specific area. That could be in Magibi, in Broville, anywhere in Liberia. And what I found interesting, or I always thought, what if those people would have known each other and they decided to build together within an estate? What difference would it make? That made me come up with this list where I just set up a comparison between if you build alone or you build within an estate in a community. What are the differences? You can read it through yourselves, but I'd just like to point out some differences. Number one is, of course, the cost. There's major cost effects when you're building within a group or with a developer. I myself have spoken to several developers just to get the ideas, okay, how it is, how does it look like regarding cost effects, because you're purchasing the materials in block or in a bulk. And of course, you are reducing your transportation costs. That has a massive effect on the construction itself. So again, cost during the construction is far cheaper. And another point which I would not necessarily neglect is the social aspect, the networking aspect. It is always interesting to live in a community with peers where you can network better, you have a stronger social bond within that community. So that's also very important, I would say. And again, rather the value aspect, not the cost. If you consider building your home within an area that is not so conducive, immediately as soon as the home is built, often the value will drop. Why? Because ultimately you are the one who loves your own home, you love the surrounding, but that doesn't mean the next person would love it or like it as well. So, should it happen that you want to sell your property, the value of that would definitely not be as high as you have anticipated. Compared to that, if you build within an estate, because you have other neighboring properties which are within the same area, they somehow uplift the value of your property. So I would say that it's also a very important and interesting point to maintain the value of a property in the long run. It is much more reasonable to build within an estate. You would see that there are also several other aspects that one can look into, for example, security, flexibility, and control, the environmental aspects. So there are several things that you can look into just to have a comparison. But I believe that many of you have thought of this the same way that I have thought of. What we intend to do is that we are trying to bring people together who are interested in living within a specific area. We have a Google Forms attached. So if you want to discuss this topic with us, get in touch with us. If you're interested in building in Liberia, I would invite you to simply fill out this Google Forms. It's not going to cost you anything. Our intention is just to get the clusters of people who want to build within an area. And because we have good ties to several developers, renowned as well as reliable developers, we would simply just engage those developers to construct your properties ultimately. We would also engage in finding the land that's feasible enough to build like 20, 30, or even 50 units. So that's part of our job. Again, I invite you to reach out, talk to us, speak to us. If you have questions, just let me know how I can help. And I look forward to hearing from you. All best. Bye bye.